I just thought it might be easiest to go through these resources in a quick little video here so you can see what we're going to use and not use for our WELS Teacher Standard Study. Hopefully you get your Moodle account to work okay. Once you log into the Moodle account, you should see our class there, Getting to Know the WELS Teaching Standards. Click on that. At the very top, you'll see you can connect and bring up the WELS Teaching Standards. I'm not going to print all those off just because it take a lot of paper, but they're there to reference. Obviously we'll need them. And then if you scroll down, you'll see, oops, that got a little small. You'll see Module 1. We're actually skipping Module 1. It's the Introduction and Foundation. And we are going to go to Module 2, which is actually Standard 1. And that's what we're going to start with. And you'll see all kinds of resources here. We're not going to use these all. I guess the first thing would be the activity guide. I will run a paper copy off of the activity guide and put it in your mailbox. There are 3 parts to the activity guide. Here's part 1, scope and foundations. Watch the video for part 1 and then just fill this out. It's pretty short. And then part 2, interdisciplinary learning. There's an article to read here, 10 ways to integrate curriculum. I will put a paper copy of that into your mailbox also. And then you get to watch a video here and reflect on that video as well in part 2. And then we're not going to do part 3. We won't have enough time to get through part 3. Basically it's watching a lesson and then reflecting on it. I mentioned I'll put this 10 ways to integrate curriculum in your mailbox as well, so you'll have a paper copy of that ready. It is just what it sounds like, 10 ways to integrate curriculum. Got these models. It's pretty easy reading. Some of the differences in the integration is a little subtle, but it's still a good article. So you'll have these 2 paper copies, and then the only other thing you need then is just these 3 videos. Video presentation part 1, you'll click on it. It is 20 minutes long. See here. You'll use that video to fill out the activity guide part 1, and then here is part 2. You click on this and watch this video also. But this video, you'll see it's 30 minutes long. You will only need to watch a little more than half of it, because we will go through up to about here, 15 minutes, where this lady starts teaching. And you don't need to watch all of that because that's what we would be doing if we were going to go through part 3, is talking about her lesson. Here is here's a video as well that you'll need to click on and view for part 2. We will not be using the rest of this stuff. We're not going to use the forums, these additional readings. We are not going to use. They're referenced in the videos, but I would guess plan on about an hour and a half to get this done. To watch the 2 videos, that alone takes about 40 minutes or so, depending on how much that lesson you watch, or those lessons. And then reading this article and filling out the activity guide, I would say plan for an hour and a half, however you want to break it up. But hopefully that all makes sense. Just let me know if anything doesn't. Thanks.